Okay, now if you see this file repo, we have two functions there. One is save in a file. What it does actually, it save the data for a single object into the file. And then we have a function. What it does actually, it read the all data from the file and load into this list and return the list. Okay, so every time you need all the data from the file, you will call it. It will send you a list, so you can perform different action on the list. For example, you want to search in the list, you can. If you want to, search any data by any record, by name, by description, by price even, you can do it with the list, but it is not possible to do it with a file. Okay, so that's why we are converting data from file into the list, because we know how to work with the list well. Okay, this sounds good, but there is one problem. So for example, in future, if we want to update any record inside the file, for example, we have 10 record and we want to update a product that is on 8th position in the file, how we will do it? So it means the the easiest way for that, just update the record in the list, update the record in the list, send the list to a function and write the whole list in the file. समझ आइए? If you, for example, we have this file, we have overall 10 records. Okay, let me create the file quickly. For example, this is a file, like product is like a pen, description is like a smart pen, price is like this. This is the data. This is one record, this is two record, three record, four record. For example, हम बोलते हैं इसको mouse, laptop, bag, anything like cable. So we have all these records in the file. And for example, you want to update this record. For example, you want to update the price for the laptop. How will you do it? How will you do it in the file? It is very difficult to update the record in the file. What we will do, we will load all the data into the list. We will update the data in the list and we will write back the whole list in this file by removing the previous all records. What we will do, we will load all the data in the list, we will update the record in the list, we will remove all the data and we will write the whole list in the file again. So then the file will contain updated data. How will you do it? So we have this function to load data from the file. So let's write a function, save all data into file. We will pass it a list. Okay, we will run a for each. What we will do, we will call this function, because we have already code to write once data, but here we need a code to flush our file record. So what we will write, file dot write all text file this. What it will do, it will basically, this is another way to write the data in the file. What it will do, it will open a file, write all text on this file, double quotes, empty double quotes. तो ये फाइल के अंदर empty data डाल देगा and this code will run every time. It will get an object into this variable and it will send the object to this and it will write the object into the file. Basically, we are flushing our data from the file. We are deleting all the data from the file. This is the one way. Another way is like you can pass this variable from this, like bool data, like choice and you pass the choice here, and you can pass. No, this is not possible in this way, because we are writing for multiple records. So here you can write this logic, or you can write this whole logic here, and you can solve it, and you can write an empty data here. This is one possible way. You can write like that, or you can write like that. Both are the same thing, because this is the simple code. So that's why we are deleting all the data from the file with this line. Otherwise this is the same, because now this time we are opening the file with a false. It means we will remove all the data and we will write this empty data in the file. Yes, yes, because we will write the whole list in the file. हम यहाँ पे पूरी लिस्ट के ऊपर लूप लगा रहे हैं, और हर दफा एक ऑब्जेक्ट हम इसको भेजते हैं इस फंक्शन को, और ये फाइल में राइट कर देते हैं. यस है. जब हम यूजर से एक एक डेटा लेंगे, यूजर से जब हम एक एक प्रोडक्ट का डेटा लेंगे, तो तब तो यही फंक्शन कॉल करेंगे ना. ठीक है, क्योंकि इसकी कॉस्ट कम है, इसकी कॉस्ट भी ज्यादा है ना. हर दफा हम ये नहीं चलाएंगे, अपडेट तो कभी कभी होगा. ये तो जब भी हम अपडेट वाला ये करेंगे, तो ये इसमें तो सारा डेटा पहले क्लीन करेगा. क्या पता जब क्लीन किया इसने लाइट गई, डेटा चला ही नहीं है कोड. बट इट विल बी वेरी फास्ट. So it will take no time, kind of no time. You know what? When your data will grow, for example, you will have around 100 or even thousands of record in file, then your file system will collapse. It will not give you the performance. That's why they developed a database systems. Basically, database system also store the data in the files, but in a smarter way. They use a smarter function. They write a smart code that is very fast. Okay, so that's why they introduced. So if you are not comfortable with the file, in future you cannot modify any existing database system. For example, you are working in our organization where they are using an open source system. Open source means they can change the code of the database system. You cannot work with that because you're not comfortable with the files. So database system is all about the files, but a smarter way, a smarter data structures that you will learn, of course, in database data structures course, inshallah, in next semester, where you will learn all these concepts: how you can store the data, how you can perform best search operations, how you can perform best insertions operation, data insert operation. So this all comes under the umbrella of data structures and algorithms. So this is the entire complete course. Inshallah, you will take this. So right now, it's not our agenda to meet the performance. Our purpose is to learn the right way to code, write a code that is scalable. If I will be teaching you the next course, we will carry this project and we will write the code we will only modify this repo class with the new data structures to make our file handling more smart. ये फाइल के अंदर सारा डेटा राइट करेगा, ये वाला पहले वाला डिलीट हो जाएगा सारा. ये फाइल का नाम सेम है, ये देखो ना. तो दिस फाइल, ओके, कौन सा ये इस यहाँ पे ऐसा अगर मैं लिखूंगा ना, दिस इज, इट विल राइट दिस इज इन दिस फाइल. ये इसके अंदर दिस इज लिखेगा, तो आई एम पासिंग इट एम्प्टी बिकॉज आई डोंट वांट टू राइट एनीथिंग. इवन यू कैन राइट लाइक दैट, स्ट्रिंग डॉट empty. This is another way to give it empty data to a file. This is a more good approach. String dot empty. So it will send empty data to this file. So our file will be cleared, and then this function will run. Every time it will take an object from the list that we have passed to it. It will write the object into the file. Okay. So we have done with this repo class. Now let's move to the service. Now this repo, what it does actually, it save one student or one product object. I'm sorry for that. Actually, you guys are not focused. Actually, product, it's not a student. Okay, same problem here. So every time I'm writing code for students, so that's why I'm quite, into the student things. Well, no problem. Sorry for mistake, but you cannot deduct my marks. Okay. Well, we have done with that. With this function, what it does actually, when you will save in file, this is a function. Okay, this is something new here. Okay, no need to write var here. Write it product model. Wall गलती से लिखा गया exactly. Actually, inside, okay, well, there's another concept very quickly. For example, we do like that int a is equal to 10. We are explicitly defining the data type of a as an int. But inside a function, when it comes to the local variables, you can write like that. So it will automatically assign b as an int. So the data type of b is the int here. So it will decide by the value, but this is only possible in the local variables. Okay, so when you will write var here, so the type of this list is a student model. So it means it will make this reference variable of student model class. नहीं होगा नहीं होगा ग्लोबल में नॉट अलाउड हियर यू कैन नॉट राइट वॉर ओके इट विल गिव यू एरर okay let's turn this code into student model to make your life product model. Okay, well, so of course here we will write a product. You the lazy people, you're not helping me to complete my code. No, because this is already clear from this. See the type of list. Okay, no, in war case it's also correct because it will decide the data type of this variable from this list. Okay, done with that. Let's start writing the service class. So first thing is that we need a private product repo, like make it private, of course. So we need a repo, new product repo. So here we are creating the object of what? Product repo. So it means all the function that we have in this product repo, we can call them in this product service. Okay, so let's make the constructor public product service. So you can see this code in the slide like that. स्लाइड में आपको ऐसे नजर आएगा ये ठीक है what is this which one is better this is one approach and you can even write like that this is another which one is better no this is not better approach okay this one is a better approach there are multiple reasons the first one is because I like it okay the second reason is in this case object of product repo will be created first and then the object of product service will be created actually in the memory okay and even though it is recommended to follow this pattern like actually the purpose of constructor is the initialization of any variable so here we are initializing this variable so that's why it is good to create here but still you can go with any option डायरेक्टली हमने यहाँ पे ऑब्जेक्ट बना दिया डायरेक्टली ऑब्जेक्ट यहाँ पे बनाया इस दूसरे केस में हमने ऑब्जेक्ट यहाँ पे बनाया वेरिएबल खाली बनाया इस केस में दोनों एक ही बात है तो कौन सा चूज करें जी ऊपर वाला ये so it means every time you will create the product service class it will create the product repo object inside it so it means you can access all the function in this so okay let's complete some features for example you want to search a product by name you want to search a product by name so public product model of course we want to search the whole product now search by name so we will pass it a name here what we will do we will write a logic for each product model, product in, we will call repo dot get products from file. What it will do? It will return, it will load the data from the file into the list and it will return us here. We will use it in the loop and each time we will get the object, one object at a time in this. And here we will write the logic if product dot get name इक्वल हो जाता है नेम के, देन रिटर्न प्रोडक्ट रिटर्न नल. यस, ये बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट लॉजिक है. अगर ये समझ आ गए तो जितने सर्चिंग ऑपरेशन आपके क्लियर हो जाएंगे. सॉरी, फॉर ईच का तो एक फंक्शन है ना. ओके, सो रेपो इज अ रेफरेंस वेरिएबल of product repo class. Product repo class contain this function get product from the file. What it does actually, we just done with that. It create a list, it load the data into variables, it create object and add the object into the list. So when it will complete, it will load all the data into this list. So it means return type of this function is list of products. So when you will call it in the service, so it will return you the list of products. So it means you are writing here the list of products. So every time the loop will run, it will return one object at a time into this variable, and you compare the product, that object name with the name that you have passed to this function. If that matches, you return it. If this return does not execute, after complete loop, it will return the null. Yes, null loop. नहीं, फिर डायरेक्टली वेरिएबल का नाम होगा. यस. Okay, for example, we have one more feature, update product price. We have a feature. So public bool update product price. For example, we say like we will pass it a string name float price, sale price, for example. We will pass it a name and sale price. So what we will do? We will use this function initially to search the product by name. We will not return it. We will, when the condition will match, what we will do? Product dot set sale price into the sale price. After this loop, the value of sale price for that object will update in the list. किसके अंदर update होगी? But where is our list? I think we should store the list before, because we will use it, this list. So product model like that. So let's do it like that. हम यहाँ पे क्यों कर रहे हैं? We will load the data from the file into the list. We will loop on the list and we will update the price for any product where the name matches. And after this loop, what we will do? Repo dot save all data into the file and we will pass it a products list. ये क्या करेगा? सारा डेटा खाली करेगा और जो लिस्ट हम इसको पास करेंगे सारे ऑब्जेक्ट्स फाइल के अंदर दोबारा क्या कर देगा? राइट. एंड इट विल रिटर्न यू द ट्रू. ठीक है. और ट्रू नहीं भी करें तो भी खैर है. लाइक अगर हमने उधर ड्राइवर कोड में डिसीजन मेकिंग करनी है कि अपडेट हुई है या नहीं हुई, डिसीजन डिस्प्ले करवाना है, तो हम कर सकते हैं, अदरवाइज नो प्रॉब्लम. सो व्हाट इट विल डू? It will load the whole list. We will store the list reference in this variable. We will loop on the list where the condition will match. We will update the price with the setter. After updating the price, we will write the whole. Even to optimize this, you can write like that. and make it bold. When the condition will match, you will update that object price, and you will send the whole list to this function, and this function will update the file, and it will return the true. And if the loop complete without returning true, it will return false. यानी अगर ये एक दफा भी नहीं चलेगा तो रिटर्न क्या होगा? false. So in this way you can write all update functions. Only this condition will change. Maybe you will have multiple updates here. Okay? Yes. So हाँ, जितनी फिर सारी भेजनी पड़ेगी यहां से. ये तो है अभी. वो मुझे नहीं आता अभी. उसका अभी जरूरत नहीं है उसकी. आप गेटर सेटर खुद ही लिखें उसकी. So this is service class. Okay? Okay. So what are the feature? What are the features? So like we can add a product, update a product, delete a product. Yes. So let's complete for a delete a product. Simple. Copy this. Remove this because we will delete by name. Where the name will match. What we will do? Products dot remove at, we need a one variable here, int count 0. So every time loop complete we increment it, and we will delete at count position. We will remove the product where it matches, and then we will send this list to this function, and it will write back all the data to the file. Sorry? वो हमने प्रोजेक्ट का ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं भेजा हुआ ना, हमने नेम भेजा हुआ. हम नेम की बेस पे डिलीट करवा रहे हैं. अगर पूरा ऑब्जेक्ट भेजते तो फिर हम सिर्फ ऑब्जेक्ट बताते तो खुद ही डिलीट कर देता हूँ. हम इंडेक्स की बेस पे करवा रहे हैं ना. हम कह रहे हैं कि इनिशियली काउंट की वैल्यू 0 है, लूप चलेगा, हर दफा काउंट प्लस प्लस होगा. तो जिस इंडेक्स पे हमें वो मैच कर रहे हैं उस इंडेक्स पे जाके उस लिस्ट में से रिमूव करवा दो. ठीक है? So this is the delete product function. Now let's go to the UI part. This is our, let's write the driver for this. So for example, public void driver product driver. Okay, so call this initially. So we will write this into the loop. Of course, every time we will be displaying this menu. String if option is equal to 1, what we have to do? Now here we will create product service object, because with UI only service will interact, with service only rep will interact. Okay, so we will call service dot, sorry, let's complete this condition first. If else if else console dot right wrong selected. ठीक है, एरर आ रहा है. ओके, इट्स ओके, राइट लाइन. ओके, ब्रैकेट इज मिसिंग. उसने हिंट दे रहा था तो मुझे लग रहा था कि उसने, ओ सॉरी, यहाँ पे 2 ब्रैकेट्स लगाई हुई हमने. ओके, नाउ This is simple menu driver. Okay, we have this function, so we need a function to take products data from the user. Public product model take input. Okay, so what we will do it, so it will take string, like let's console dot write enter product name string name, but we need this data into the uh, enter. Okay, now we will create object because it is difficult to pass return all the data, so that's why we create object. We store the data into the object and we return the object. Product model product new product model name description p price sale price discount return product. Okay, now here what we will do, service dot, well we didn't write a function in the service to public void save product, it will take the product model and we will send this to the repo dot save in the file. Okay, so this is the function in the service. In the UI we will call this function save product, we will call function take input function here. What it will do, it will take the data from the user, create the object and return the object. We are passing, even you can, for simplicity I think it's good to write like that, and pass this product to this function. It will return the product to this variable. You will pass this to the service, and service will pass this to the repo. Okay, so even if you want to add some condition like if check if product already exists, so you can write all the logics there. अगर एक product already file में है तो not allow the user to add that product, send appropriate message. So that's why we are using service. Otherwise we can call that function directly in the UI from the repo, but it is not recommended. This middle layer basically handling the conditions, handling the business logic. Okay, let's go to the UI now and write one function there, public void display all data. So we need a function in the list, it will return us the all data from the repo. Public list product model get all data and return repo dot get product from the file. So when you will call this function, because this is service function, when you call service function will ask this repo to load data from the file. Now in UI, what we will do, for each var product model p in service dot get all data, and you will console it on the right p dot to string in this format. सर्विस फंक्शन कॉल करेगी, वो लिस्ट रिटर्न करेगी. वो क्या लेके आएगी? लिस्ट. इवन फॉर सिंपलिसिटी यू कैन राइट लाइक दैट. This function will return the list. You will store it. You will loop on the list, and every time you call toString on the object, and it will return the. So we do it like a console dot read key. So after displaying all the data on the console, display hold the result. So in this case, when you display the menu, console dot clear all the data. So in this, what is the next option to? Update product. So for update product, what we take actually, public void update product. So we take two data from the user, string name, console dot read line, console dot enter product name, console dot write enter product price, float price, float dot parse. Okay, so you will call service here, service update product price. We will pass these two data to the service. Service internally, what it will do? It will get all data from the file, find the data, update it, and write back data to the file. Okay, so we call this function here, and delete product. So we have the delete function, even though just copy it, paste, and make it delete product. Because for delete we only need the name, we will pass this name to the function, and the function name is, I think, delete product. In service we have a delete product function, and what is next? View all products. So we have this function display all. So let's call all these. In three options we have update product. In four we have oh sorry, अपडेट हो गया ना, डिलीट प्रोडक्ट. एंड 5 पे क्या है? डिस्प्ले ऑल. एंड 5 पे क्या है? ब्रेक. बैक टू द. अभी हम इसका लाइव डेमो देखने लगे हम. सी, सो दिस प्रोडक्ट यूआई क्लास in the shop, we have this main menu. We don't need it actually. We don't need this class actually. So this is the main. So here we'll write the logic true. Okay, string option main menu. Okay, every time we console clear it, console dot clear, and here if option is equal to 1, what you have to do? We will create the object of product UI, and we will call product UI dot driver code. So we will write the driver function. It will run the inner loop and all the functionality you will get there. Let me run this code and see the effect in the file. So similarly for second you will code for order, customer, and so on. Okay, let's run this code. अब चल जाए, दुआ करो. Oh my god. Well, let's see what is the error in the code. Maybe we have some syntax missing semicolons. Okay, let's go to the folder. Okay, how you can go to the folder where your project is running? You can just click on the solution explorer. Here you can click open in the file explorer. So you need to see if this is running in the debug mode. You go to the bin, you go to the debug, and here the file will be created. Okay, let me delete this data file, and let's go to the first option. Okay, we have add, so let's choose the first. Product name like a pen, description like a smart pen, purchase price is like a 300, sale price is like a 400, and discount is 10. So we got the file here. See, let's see the data in it. Okay, we got the data here. Okay, let's add one more record. One product is like a laptop, like mirror laptop, price is like a 6,000. We cannot enter a number string here now. 7,000, and discount is like 5,000. So we are going into the loss. Okay, let's see. Did we get the data? Oh my god. What is the problem? We are not breaking the line. So, okay, no problem. This was the first time I'm running my code, man. Why you're getting angry? So let's go to the repository. Every time you write, so why you write line here actually. Okay, so let's close this, delete it, and let's run it again. I choose option 1. I get the product management menu. I open it, add. So let me open this also. So you will see the live file here. Enter product name pen. Okay, so price is like you buy cheap things, man. Discount is like a 10. That's why you bought it actually, because it was on the sale. One like a laptop, Asim laptop. He's a rich man, so let's go for a good option, 50,000. And the sale price is like a 6,000. 60,000, 1,000. Okay, so let's see if we are getting the data. Yes, we are getting the data. Okay, let's add one more record here. Product name is like a mouse. Product description is like a my mouse. Purchase price is like a 2,500, for example. Sale price is a 33,000. Discount is like a 200. Okay, so let's close the file and see the fact. Okay, so we got the data. Okay, let's perform the update operation now. Yes, update operation, for update we will add the product name pen, and if you see what is the price. Yeah, this was sale price or purchase price? Sale price, I think. So it's 12 now. In the code it was purchase price. Okay, we will see the fact. Okay, we enter like a 5,000 because we don't have any 5. Okay, let's make it 7,000. Okay, just to differentiate the text, enter and minimize, reopen it, and you can see we got this is sale price. Okay, let's update another record. Okay, we delete one record from this. Hold on, let's delete one record from this. So for let's view it 4. So you can see all the data coming from file. Let's delete one record 3. We delete the laptop data. So this is the middle line. Okay, so we enter this, and we, if you see, we got rid of that file line. So see, this is working. We are performing all the operations successfully. We are entering the data into the file. When we update anything, it get updated. When we delete it, it get deleted. Okay, so this is a single entity operations. Everything is managed by the file. So even if I close it, I run it again, I will get all the data. Okay, let's close it. Run it again. So this time I go to the product management and I view all. So see, I'm getting all the data because data is persistent this time. The data is saved on the hard disk, not in the RAM. Okay, so this is how you can perform different operations and you can complete your project, of course. So this was, I think, a huge lecture. So let me stop the recording. If you have any question, we can